What is it about 2024? Why is it that every single month, and at this point, it almost seems like every single week, every single day, there is someone of small, like even if they have a little bit of fame to a lot of goddamn fame, it just seems that at this year, every single day, there is someone who is getting exposed for being some kind of predator. And today is no change whatsoever. That's right. We are still keeping on this train after 2 days in a row of me making the videos about the whole entire Chris Tyson or Ava Tyson situation. Today we are keeping on that train. We're talking about disgusting human beings within our world that have been exposed for having some kind of CP or being involved in some kind of predatory behavior. And today we are talking about the Cartoon Network animator Carl Carosa. This guy got recently outed for having in possession of CP. That's right. Obviously, I cannot say the entire word altogether because YouTube doesn't like words like that, which I mean is absolutely fair enough. But just a little background on this guy if you don't hear who he is. He is a Cartoon Network animator, and he has been actually working on Cartoon Network mostly as a storyboard artist for many years now. As you can see here, I'll put his credentials on the screen, just a little background on this guy. He's been working within the Cartoon Network space since 1997. He also was the creator of the Cartoon Network show Mighty Magiswords that went from 2015 to 2019. But just a few weeks ago, this guy was supposedly outed and arrested for having possession of CP. And then today, when I went to go on Twitter to have a look about what I was gonna talk about on my channel today, I saw a lot of things pop up. I saw more stuff about Ava Tyson, and I was just like, man, I've already made 2 videos on that, all equaling to being 40 minutes long. And I'm just like, man, surely there's going to be something different. And why was I in shock? Absolute shock. When I saw the words 16 terabytes trending on Twitter. That's right. The word 16 terabytes were trending on Twitter. And when I saw this, I was instantly horrified. Because I knew, just my brain went to the worst of the worst whenever I saw those words. And this right here is the tweet that popped up first. This person tweeted out a couple days ago, but really it's only started to pick up traction today. They tweeted out that Carl Carosa attempted to resist but was tasered, knocked down, restrained, and arrested. 16 terabytes of illegal child abuse content were discovered on his computer and several hard drives, cementing him as one of history's most devious pedos. Cartoon Network. That's right. When I saw this, I was in complete shock. I was gobsmacked and terrified. And to put it in perspective, this person right here retweeted this initial tweet saying to put 16 terabytes into real world context. Every MCU movie in the Infinity Saga, 23 movies, is around 50 hours of video in total, is less than 500 gigabytes, close to half a terabyte. That's right. 50 hours of videos is half a terabyte. So you could just imagine how much 16 terabytes actually is. But I'd hate to clickbait you guys. I'd hate to, bring things down a little bit. But I was shocked by all this information. Don't get me wrong. When I saw this, I was like, what the hell? And I was just like, I have to get to the bottom of this. Where is this guy getting this quote from? And he's taken a screenshot of USA Today. And I'd hate to disappoint you guys, but I don't know where this guy actually got this quote from, because I actually clicked on the article of USA Today and I actually tried to find through multiple articles. But supposedly, the actual amount, which don't get me wrong, it's still terrible. It's actually still terrible. It doesn't matter if this guy had 1 image or 10,000 images. Having any type of images like this on your computer, or you being in possession of these images, is absolutely disgusting, no matter the quantity of it is. But I saw right here, this is what was actually in this USA Today article, and they write that saying that after a review of Carosa's case, the Los Angeles County District Attorney's Office filed 1 count of possession of over 600 images of CP. The department says 600 images. Even though 16 terabytes is oh my god, that's so bad. Still, to actually it be confirmed that it is 600 images of CP is insane. Not only has he been found to be in possession of CP as well, but supposedly these images are actually like CP in terms of like, you know, certain, you know, age groups being abused. So it's actually like abusive types of CP, which to me, like don't get me wrong, any types of that is absolutely disgusting. But the fact that it is that type, to me, just makes me even more sick than what I originally saw all these from. And then I also saw this as well. And this to me is what has me head scratching. Is that I read this in the article as well, and it says that in California, possession of CP can either be a misdemeanor or felony and carries out a sentence of up to 1 year in county jail or 3 years in state prison and or a $2,500 fine. That's it. That's it. So you either just cop 1 year in a county jail or 3 years in a state prison and or a $2,500 fine. And there's a chance that you won't even get put as a felony. It just gets put down as a misdemeanor. Is our laws for real? Like, I know that this is in California, that this is just the laws for California, but you can bet your ass that like this is the laws around like the rest of the world and in like at least the Western world. Because I know that here in Australia, there is a lot of laws that when it comes to like, you know, anything regarding any type of, you know, CP or any type of, you know, harassment towards children, people are not like, you know, sentenced long enough or given harsh enough terms or harsh enough punishments. And this right here is just a great example of it. As if that this is all this man is going to like get for having possession of 600 terrible images like he did. Really? Just 1 year in a county jail or 3 years in a state prison on a $2,500 fine? This man should have been locked up for like 10, 20 years minimum. Minimum. There is people who go to jail for tax fraud for more. That's what even baffles me the most, is that the government doesn't care how we treat each other, how, you know, citizens treat each other, but you don't give the government their tax money, or you go to jail for the rest of your goddamn life. Yeah, that's right. Oh, you have CP on your computer, or you touch someone inappropriately. That's fine. Just a little slap on the wrist. Go spend some time, a year in jail, and then go out and do what you want, and you'll probably, you know, reoffend. But, God forbid that you commit tax fraud. God forbid that. 20 years minimum every single goddamn time. Not just this as well, but supposedly, a few years back, this guy, Kyle, was actually, supposedly, he went at a creator on Twitter and on some like website and was exposing them and publicly outed this animator for creating lolicon art, which I mean, lolicon art, extremely terrible, extremely disgusting in any way possible. What's really funny is that like Carl literally publicly outed this person for creating lolicon. And then this was like 4 years ago. And then 4 years later, they have now been outed for being in possession of CP. That to me is, that's so ironic. I mean, that is absolutely ironic. Oh my lord. Before I do end this video, is that like when I saw this man's face, I mean, I was not even so, I would have questioned this guy just by the way he looks. Like, look at the way this man is. I mean, this is a child predator. You can't get me, there's no if, buts, or ways around it. When I saw the image of this person and I saw that like, this person was in possession of CP, my brain was just automatically like, are we surprised? I mean, look at this guy. Look at the way they look. Like, if you had to put this person up against 4 other people and say like, Donnie, which one of these 4 people is some kind of predator? I mean, trick question. They all are. But if you didn't have any knowledge, which one of them would be the one most likely to be a predator? And you could bet your ass that I would say this guy Kyle, without a goddamn doubt. But I would like to hear what you guys have to think about all of this down below. I mean, like I said, even though that I don't know if this whole entire 16 terabytes thing is actually true, I think this guy just made this for clicks. It is still horrific. Like I said, to have one image or 10,000 images of this kind of content in your possession is disgusting. Is absolutely disgusting. And the fact that they're not even going to get like that much of a punishment is even more disgusting. And laws like around the world, not just California, but even here in Australia, in America, everywhere, need to change when it comes to stuff like this towards children. But that's going to be it for me, guys. Make sure you like, subscribe, all that stuff. Peace out.